So.
What you put your tongue for
So.
now?
We're approaching.
A needle pulling thread.
She can't sing, trust me.
Laura, no to follow so.
We went to do karaoke one night and we had to drop the microphones and walk out. It was that
Yeah,
bad.
but you dropped the microphone when you've done really well. Drop the
We
mic.
didn't.
Drop the mic.
Anyway,
I'm great at Bohemian Rhapsody. What are you
this
talking
is
about?
surprising. This is surprising. This is surprising that we've actually done 100 videos.
Not yet.
This will be the 100th.
Oh, is it going to be number 100?
We'll do this one, number 100.
Okay.
Rewind, start again.
Hello, boss.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the question. No, I'm going to say the question.
Okay, and we've all got to answer.
And we've all got to answer.
Okay, then
And
let's
these
get
are going to be
ready.
crap.
By
So,
the way, you can't see, but I've got my pyjama bottoms on here.
How old are you?
I know what you're thinking.
I am 50,
I am 51,
and he's my dad.
and I'm a dad.
That were a miracle. Andy, how old are you?
49.
Andy's the baby of the
And
group.
I'm not his dad.
No. Hi, Dad. Where are you from?
I'm from Worksop in Nottinghamshire.
Ah, you're not.
I'm not. I'm from Amble in Northumberland.
My dad's a Geordie. Why, I man?
Why, I man.
I'm from Worksop as well.
Dad, can we do? There's a moose loose about this house.
No, that's Scottish.
Is it?
There's the outro bit straight there. Right, how long have you been in Spain?
Right. I moved to Spain 2003. So I've lived here for 18 years. When did you move to Spain?
I moved to Spain a year after you.
Yeah, so 2004.
Yes. Then I moved back to England 3.5 years ago.
And then he moved back to Spain in November last year.
4 months ago.
Yeah.
But you've owned a property.
Oh, I've owned a property in Spain since 1989.
Yeah. And when did you move to Spain?
End of April 2014. Me and the dog.
Well, I moved over with 2 dogs and a cat, and my dad moved over with 2 cats.
Two
Yeah,
cats.
but you went back to fetch a van load of bloody toys for.
Yeah, I'd got a van
Maddie.
load. I'd got a van load of toys and the dogs and the cats when I moved over.
Jobs now, jobs before.
Right. Go on, Dad. You start.
Where
on
do you
this
want
one.
me to start?
You start.
Jobs,
Jobs.
Go.
Well, I worked for the NCB,
which is the
the National Coal Board, and I went down the pit as a fitter, where I worked for 20 years. But I went into the motor trade. All the time I was in the pits, I was selling.
you had a shop in
I
Sheffield.
was selling bits and bobs and everything that people wanted. Then I went
Hot
into the
ponies.
motor trade, selling cars, new cars,
Half
used
a daily.
cars, half a daily cars.
When
Then
you come
after
to
that,
Spain?
I came to Spain. I got a job with a Spanish real estate company, and they taught me how to sell houses. That was at the time of the 2000 something recession.
2008.
2008 recession. I was made redundant from there. I then started my own business with Gareth and
A couple of
a
others.
couple of others. Eventually we formed a company in 2012 called Casas España, and I was the
CEO.
CEO,
There we go.
Administrator.
Yeah.
the administrator, or the boss.
So my dad's last job was like the apprentice, and he could always say to people, "You're sacked. Get out."
I sacked him every day.
So Andy,
I'm not lying either.
so your work history, what have you done? But don't take as long as my dad.
Started in retail, Tesco's, trolley boy, that sort of thing. When they started bringing out, you have to pay 10p for a trolley, made a fortune. Worked at Centre Parks, left there, went to college, qualified basically as an electrician. While I was doing that, I ended up with a job at a company that basically became Ericsson before it was Sony Ericsson, and did mobile phones. So from there I've moved on, obviously. I ended up moving from Worksop to Birmingham-ish, and I was basically in research and development for mobile phones, British mobile phone company. I ended up working for Motorola, responsible for process management quality worldwide for. I worked at a theme park. Those of you that know Drayton Manor, I ended up working at a theme park, setting up their non-food stores, doing the risk assessments, the chemical stuff and all that lot. Fast forward a few years, I ended up catching back up with Madam here. Ended up doing 8 trips to Spain in 12 months. Partly his fault.
All my fault. Because I wouldn't give him a bloody job.
I was about to say, they gave me a job saying when you're coming out here, and I went, yeah, whatever, give me an offer. They gave me an offer, and I've been out here since 2014.
So is it my turn now? Mine's not quite so exciting because I've not had half as many jobs as these two. I've stayed in my jobs for quite a long time. So my first ever job was while I was in the 6th form at school, and I was a cleaner. So I used to clean an office, and I used to clean dirty toilets and everything like that. After that, I stayed on in the 6th form, got my A-levels, and I got a job in a vet's as a veterinary nurse. And I stayed in that job from I can't remember what year I started, probably 1989.
And you qualified as well, didn't you?
I qualified as a veterinary nurse, I qualified as a nutritionist and theatre assistant, and I was a deputy head nurse. But anyway, whatever. And I worked there until I moved over here in 2003. So I did that for 15 years in the UK. And then when I got here, I worked as a waitress. I worked in the kitchen in a golf club. I was a cleaner. Me and my dad set our own business up, doing key holding, looking after people's properties, and I cleaned the properties after they'd had people in. I did that for a couple of years, and then I got a job in the vets over here in Spain, and my qualification here in Spain is not recognised. So I was a veterinary nurse here, but I'd not got as much responsibility. So I love the job. It's a vocation, but it wasn't quite as fulfilling as it was in the UK, and I did it for 6 years. And then my dad retired. Well, actually no, before my dad retired, I started working for Casas España. I started at the bottom. There's no, what do they call it, nepotism?
No.
There were no nepotism. I started at the bottom. I started filing, putting files away and whatever, and moved up. And then in, what year did you retire, Dad?
3.5 years ago.
Whenever it were, my dad retired and I took over, and now
there was some nepotism in there.
Now, but listen, I've always put 110% into whatever job I've had, so nobody could have tried harder. And I think being the daughter of a boss, you've always got to try 10 times harder than anybody else to prove yourself. Maddie, take note.
I still don't know what the
Honestly,
bloody hell nepotism is.
You've got to work harder when your dad's the boss or when your mum's the boss than anybody else to be taken seriously. But now I'm the owner of the company.
Co-owner.
And co-owner, yeah, me and Gareth.
Meet Chesca. She's the young one that tells us what we should do and what we shouldn't do.
Yeah, it's me.
And she's the one that usually throws food all over the place.
And pours stuff all over herself.
What are you doing?
It's only 5 to 6.
Can I have a pay rise, boss, please?
No, you're sacked.
What's your favourite food? And what's your favourite food type? As in Asian, Italian?
Anything. I like every food, apart from I'm not fond of bananas, and
Can't do kiwi.
I can't eat kiwi because I'm allergic to it. I do like it though.
What's your favourite food?
My favourite food is anything that Preet makes, or Preet's dad makes, and anything that Helen makes. I love it all.
Okay, apart from that, what's your favourite food.
I think I've got two. I think it's Italian and Indian.
Okay.
I like a nice steak as well. The steak we had the other day was
See, I could.
If you had to say what would right, here we go. One, favourite food.
Favourite
Indian.
dish. Favourite dish.
Right. Favourite dish.
Rogan Josh.
I think.
Extra hot.
I think my favourite dish might be simple spaghetti bolognese.
Like
And
that as
your
well.
Favourite food.
Well, that's it.
Italian, as in not your favourite dish, but your favourite
No,
foods.
Italian and Indian. Go on, then you answer the question as well.
I think for me, favourite would be Chinese or Thai. Favourite dish, actually, probably paella. To be
Yeah.
honest. Places you visited.
Oh,
You need
bloody
to
hell.
list them.
Yeah. Because we can cut this up in
I visited
North America.
France. I visited Spain. I visited Italy. I visited America.
Holland.
I visited America. I visited America.
South
I visited
Thailand.
Thailand. I visited South Africa.
Oh, you've done Portugal as well.
Oh,
Done Portugal.
Yeah.
Favourite
Yeah.
place.
Favourite country.
Favourite place is anywhere my family is.
That's a good answer.
Good answer. Favourite city.
Don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a city person.
Oh, I love city
San
breaks.
Francisco.
No, there you
That's
go.
a-
San
good one.
Francisco is beautiful.
That's a good answer.
Thoroughly enjoyed San Francisco.
It's on my bucket list.
Yes.
Phew. France, Holland, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Greece. Anywhere else in Europe? I can't think. The Azores, Barbados, the Gambia, South Africa, Thailand, America.
I forgot Greece.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Greece as well.
I forgot the islands in the middle of America.
Yeah, well, there's been oh yeah, you've done a Caribbean cruise.
Oh
haven't
yeah,
you?
you did that one. Right, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you've got loads that you could have added there. I've done lots of Greek islands. There's got to be more, but I can't remember. I think favourite place,
Did you
favourite country.
include Thailand in
I
that, yeah?
did, yeah. I think my favourite country might be Thailand. Thailand were fantastic.
Thailand was beautiful.
Absolutely fantastic. And I think my favourite city, although I love London, I think my favourite city is Rome.
Yeah.
My turn. I'm not as well travelled as these.
We've probably forgot some.
Yeah, probably.
Without a
loads,
doubt.
loads.
Places visited. Let me think.
Oh, I forgot Austria.
Oh shit, yeah.
Go on, carry on.
So I've done England, Scotland,
I did Ireland
Wales.
as well. I've done Ireland and I've done Wales as well. I've never
I haven't done
Scotland.
Ireland. Ah, yeah, you did do Wales.
We're nitpicking here.
Yeah, go on,
No, no,
Bloody
but they
England,
couldn't.
Scotland,
GB,
and
GB.
Wales.
Right, Scotland I did quite a few times. I've done Wales, mainly northern Wales, like
Get on with
Snowdonia,
it,
that
man,
area.
Get on with it.
England all over the place. And then I've done Greece. I love Zakynthos, Zante. Beautiful place, beautiful people. And then Spain, I've done quite a bit. Of France, driven through it, boring as hell. Sorry.
It's lovely. It's nice.
The bits I've seen of France, drove through it. I couldn't wait to get through the damn thing. Holland, through work.
Oh, I've done Holland as well.
Done Florida. Loved it.
That's Americans under America.
That comes under. Oh yeah, and then there's New York,
Yeah, I've done Vegas as well.
and then there's
Vegas.
Rome and Austria
That's
in Vienna.
America.
Yeah.
We did Vienna in Austria. So my favourite place is either going to be my favourite country. Actually, I would say possibly Spain, because there's still so much to see and discover.
We've got loads to see.
There's loads to see and discover. It's just like, 2 hours down the road and you're like, whoa.
Favourite city?
The toss up between, I think, Rome and New York.
I could go in New York as well. That's a decent one.
It's very difficult because they're both different, but they're both fantastic in their own right.
Have we got any more questions? Or
Oh
is that
shit,
it?
yeah, loads.
Oh my god, this is going to go on forever.
Favourite place?
Francesca. Favourite place and favourite city?
Stand here.
Yeah, round here. Favourite place in the world?
Hang on. Say hi to Chesca.
I can't really say which is my favourite place in the world. Well, I mean, I do like Disney a lot, but I want to go to different places, so I can't really...
No, but what's your favourite so far?
Favourite city? You've been to lots of cities.
This is actually really hard to... probably New York.
New York, okay.
What's your favourite place in Spain? And you can't say Helen's house.
Helen's house.
I actually think up to now, my favourite place in Spain, it is difficult, but I do love Majaca. Majaca's really nice.
You've been more places than we have. You've been like to...
I've been all over.
Where's the...
I've been all
Where
over.
was the place you got the bus trip for your mum and dad?
I don't know. What
The
about-
caves, but not the caves. What's it called?
I can't remember, but I've been all over. But favourite, I would say, is here, where I live.
What, Torrevieja?
Yeah.
It is a good call. Wow, what's your favourite place in Spain?
Actually, that's a difficult one. I would probably say Majaca as well.
But then again, Granada. What about Granada?
Granada's
I've not been to
beautiful.
Granada. They are.
Granada's spectacular.
I want to go to Granada because it looks...
But
A lot of the cities in Spain, I've actually not done many city break places in Spain.
Seville's. I've only ever driven through it, but it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, but when we drove through it, we got lost because
We
the
did.
sat nav took
We
us
did,
down
yes.
the wrong way,
But it was
and it
beautiful.
was a bit frustrating.
It'd be good for Maddie this
but-
question actually because she's been more
She has
places
been,
than the rest
yeah.
of us
But
think.
you go through Murcia. You go to have a walk through
I
Murcia.
forgot
Murcia's
you've got
spectacular.
Cartagena.
Yeah.
Cartagena's beautiful. I mean,
Cartagena is
The whole-
literally about 50
the
minutes
whole
from
of
here, isn't
Yeah.
it?
the whole of this area is just spectacular.
So we can't answer that question properly. So what's the next question? I think you've got some decent ones written down.
And
here.
when,
Okay.
and when you go to Valencia, you'll say, "Wow,
By the way,
Valencia is fabulous."
Christmas present?
My birthday
Birthday
Birthday present is I'm taking Helen to Valencia, so hopefully if that comes
If
off...
we can go. I mean, Dad's booked us into a Michelin star restaurant.
What's the...
And another one, so...
Almonds.
And
Be nice.
an Argentinian
An Argentinian
steakhouse.
steakhouse, yeah. Any
Okay.
more questions or are we done?
Favourite ride?
What?
Favourite ride? All the Disney theme parks,
Dad,
Drake
you
Manor
can't
Park.
even-
Oh
can't
no,
answer
I
this
can't
one, can
answer
you?
that.
Can you not?
Drive.
Favourite
We
ride.
know our favourite ride. Come on, Chesca, we'll say it in unison. Yeah. After three.
Which
One.
is our favourite ride?
1, 2, 3. Say what comes into your head because I bet it's the same as me. 1, 2, 3. Tower of Terror.
I do like Terra though.
But I think I would...
Soaring.
Oh, you see,
Oh,
he does know.
you see,
Soaring's
he's in
good,
there.
see?
He's straight in there with the bump. Yeah, but the favourite one that you've been on.
I reckon soaring for you, Dad.
So I would think soaring.
Yeah. I think Tower of Terror for me. I've just said Tower of Terror. We've
Not
already
Aerosmith.
answered it. No.
Rock
Tower
and roller
of Terror.
coaster. Actually,
But Flight of Passage is a close second.
But when we were in San Francisco, we did the cable cars all over San Francisco. We did the open top buses all over San Francisco. We did the
but that's not...
we did the
Lamont Street.
I forget the
Is
name
that
of
the...
it.
Yeah, it's that one that... No, it's that
No,
one
it's
that comes
the
down
one
like
that does that.
Oh, right, yeah.
I forget the name
It's
of
called
it.
Lamont Street, I'm sure it is.
I don't think it is, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all
Right.
beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful rides.
Most memorable trip?
My most memorable trip was the first time I
to
took
Disney.
the kids to Disney on my own. That's my most memorable trip. I were a new single mum, and I decided to take the kids to Disney, which were a bit scary, taking them away to not
Disney
just a-
World as well, by
not
the
just
way.
a foreign country, but to a different continent, all on my own, and I could not have picked a better place to take them, and that's probably my most memorable trip.
My most memorable trip I've got to say, we booked a holiday to Turkey, myself and my wife, Vicky. And while we were waiting to go, a bomb went off on one of the beaches, and the travel agent allowed us to change our trip, and we went to America. Just me and her, and we flew into San Francisco, picked a car up, and we did 3,000 miles of driving through San Francisco, through the Tioga Pass, down through Death Valley. We did Las Vegas. We came back across to the West Coast and up to the West Coast and back to San Francisco. And that is absolutely a staggering trip to do.
Instead of going to Turkey?
Instead of going to Turkey.
A road trip. Yeah.
That was...
We did a road trip.
That's monumental,
It was
that is.
absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I would recommend that to anybody
So again,
and everybody.
it's on my bucket list.
It's on a bucket list.
Beautiful.
Can I just
Absolutely
say,
spectacular.
this video is just about 10 hours too long.
Yes.